In this video, we will try to learn the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem we are studying from last 3-4 years and everybody knows the statement of the theorem. This time we have to prove this Pythagoras theorem by using similarity of the triangles. This is theorem 6.8, the main Pythagoras theorem. In a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Other two sides are perpendicular and the base. And as the sum of the squares of other two sides we are given, that means the perpendicular square and the base square can be added in any order. We will not make any change to the theorem. Also, with this theorem 6.8, we will take the help of theorem 6.7 also in that. So let's start this theorem. First of all, we will draw a right angle triangle. So we have a right angle triangle, right angle here, let it be A, B, C. Okay. So given triangle ABC in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. To prove the square of the hypotenuse means AC, the side in front of 90 degree angle. So this is the angle of 90 degree and the side in front of this angle is this. So AC is the hypotenuse. So AC square is equal to sum of the other two sides. Other two sides are AB and BC. We can add them in any order. So AC square equal to AB square plus BC square, or you can say AC square equal to BC square plus AB square. Both are same. Now to prove this theorem, we will do a construction in this. The construction is, from the vertex of the right angle, we will draw a perpendicular to the hypotenuse. Let it be D. So draw BD perpendicular to AC. Okay. Now here, this gives you the idea for theorem 6.7, which says that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle to the hypotenuse, then the right angle triangle formed on both sides of perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and similar to each other. That means if ABC is the right angle triangle and from the vertex of right angle we have drawn the perpendicular to the hypotenuse, then these two triangles ADB and CDB, which are right angle triangles, these both triangles are similar to the whole triangle ABC. That means triangle ADB similar to triangle ABC and triangle CDB similar to triangle ABC. Okay, so how we can prove that? This idea you will get from this theorem also. So let's start this. I will not do it directly, I will solve it step by step, which will help you to understand that. In triangle ABC and triangle ADB, you can see the order which I have taken here. Once again, as in the previous videos, in previous questions also we have done, and I have told you, take the order of the sides in such a way that the corresponding parts should always match with each other. So here my idea of proving triangle ADB and triangle ABC similar is that I am going to use the common angle A in first, then the angle of 90 degree, which is B in ABC and D in ADB. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle ADB, angle A is equal to angle A, which is common, and angle ABC is equal to angle ADB 90 degree each. That implies triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB by angle criteria. Okay, so you can see here I have proved that this triangle is similar to the whole triangle. Similarly, we can prove this triangle is similar to the whole triangle. So first of all, these two triangles which we have proved similar, from this we will take the corresponding sides ratio. That implies AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. Okay, so if you will solve this, cross multiply, AB into AB becomes AB square is equal to AD into AC. Okay, let this be equation number 1. Okay, I can do it similarly, but I am going to prove it. In triangle ABC and triangle BDC, ABC and triangle BDC, once again angle ABC is equal to angle BDC, each 90 degree, and here angle C, which is common, I have taken at the last. Angle C is equal to angle C, common. This implies that triangle ABC similar to triangle BDC by angle criteria. Okay, so this way we have proved that this triangle is also similar to the whole triangle. And since this triangle is similar to the whole triangle, this triangle is similar to the whole triangle, therefore both the triangles are similar to each other, which is the proof of theorem 6.7. But that is not required here. We have to only prove this triangle similar to the whole triangle, this triangle similar to the whole triangle. So from this triangle, this relation, we will take out the relation of the corresponding sides. So we have BC upon DC BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. Once again, we will cross multiply. So BC into BC becomes BC square is equal to AC into DC. This is equation number 2. So by adding equation number 1 and equation number 2, equation number 1 was AB square is equal to AD into AC. Plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus AC into DC. Okay. So AB square plus BC square as it is equal to, now out of these two you can see here AC is common. So take out AC common, is equal to AD plus DC. That implies AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into, now in this triangle AD plus DC becomes AC. So we have AC into AD plus DC is equal to AC. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, which is the proof of the Pythagoras theorem. We had to prove that AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which means that in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, as proved. Now hope this video will help you to understand this theorem also and to practice to solve theorem 6.7 also.